Hey guys, we are looking at a topic called profit and loss. I've seen problems from this topic figuring in all competitive examinations like bank PO and cash. The essential idea of this profit and loss is if you buy something at a lower price, we call it CP, and then sell at a higher price called SP, you make profits. If it is the other way, obviously there is a loss, which means CP being higher and SP lower. That will result in loss. Let's look at this case first, profit case. You're buying something, paying say 400 rupees and selling it 500. Obviously the profit you made is 100 rupees. Now this is the absolute profit. How do you convert that into percentage? Percentage means what? Percentage profit means how much money you make out of 100. How do you do that? Generally, profit when expressed in percentage is denoted by small p and the capital P we use for absolute profit. So to get this, what do? You take the absolute profit here, divide that by 400, which is CP. Never do you take SP because the investment in any trading transaction is the money you bought something for, which is CP, cost price. So that you write here into 100, which works out to 25. So in this, you can say you made a profit of either 100 rupees or a profit percentage of 25. Now this I may write as P is equal to, this is what? Absolute profit. 400 is what? CP into 100. That's how you convert absolute profit into profit percentage. Now let's look at this case. Let me use the same numbers, but you will invert. 500 for CP and 400 for SP. Yeah, what do you see here? You're buying something at a higher price, selling at a lower price. That will certainly result in loss, which is 100 rupees. And the same thing you can do to convert this 100 rupees loss into loss percentage. Just this. Normally we denote loss percentage by small l, and that will be 100 is the actual or absolute loss. Again, your profit or loss conversion is always done on CP. CP in this case is 500. 400 was in the previous case. So this works out how much? 20. So can you see something? Here we have used the same figures, but instead of CP being 400, here CP is 500. That's why you see this change here. In this case 25%, in the other case you see 20%. So whatever the numbers you got, L is found out like this. Absolute loss divided by CP into 100. That is the essential thing you need to keep in mind. So these two I can combine together and write like this. Profit or loss percentage, you write absolute profit or absolute loss divided by CP into 100. Keep in mind this point. It will help you a lot. Now from this, see, you look at this, keeping P here, if you take the other two to the 100 and CP to the left side, you will get this one, CP into P by 100. Similarly, so what do you see? If you know the percentage wise profit or loss, to get absolute profit or loss, you take that percentage of CP. For example, if 20% is the loss and CP is say 1000 rupees, you take 20% of 1000. That's all. Now let's look at some simple examples to illustrate whatever points I've covered here. Let CP be 300 rupees and let profit percentage be say 30. You can choose any number. 30% profit you're making. So what is SP? This is the question. So how do you go about? You may use this result. So here SP equal to, take CP to the other side, CP plus P. CP given to be 300. And how do you find out P? Look at this. CP is 300, write it again. And this small p is 30. So 30 by 100. Now I'm not simplifying here. Okay, let me write the whole thing. So SP is equal to this. So SP is equal to 300 is common. Take it out. Inside you get 1 plus 30 by 100. This is equal to 300. How do you simplify this? 100, and that's equal to 300. This on simplification you will get 1.3. So finally, what do you observe? Given CP and profit percentage, to find out SP, you write CP here and that into 1.3. How do you get this number? 30% profit. So that's 1.30 to be more precise. Supposing you had a 25% profit, you would have multiplied CP by 1.25. If it is 40%, 300 into 1.4. So there is something you can observe here. To get SP, you multiply CP by a suitable number which is related to the profit percentage given in the problem. This will be very useful while handling problems. You will see it later. Now let's take another case. CPB, I'm using the same figure 300. Instead of profit, let me use 30% loss. That's all the difference. Now let's find out SP again. Here it's a case of loss. So you will look at this result. CP minus SP equal to L. So let me write down that result here again. Equal to CP minus L. What did I do? I took SP to the other side, L to this side, and you got it here. Okay. CP is given to be 300 and L. L, how do you get? Use this formula. You are writing CP again, 300, and L is equal to, small l is given to be 30. So 30 by 100. Okay. Now 300 is common. Clear? Yeah. This on simplification, you will have 100 minus 30 by 100, which would be 0.70. Here, if you want, you can write point. See, that 0 doesn't make any difference. Okay. What do you see now? Given CP as 300, loss percentage 30. To find out SP, what do? You take CP first, 300, and multiply that number by 0.7. So 0.7, how did you get? This is 30. 100 minus 30 is 70. Then put a decimal here. So whether it is loss percentage or profit percentage, to arrive at SP from CP, all you have to do is write CP whatever given, then multiply by a suitable number. If it is 30% profit, it will be 1.30. If it is 30% loss, it will be 0.7. So similarly, supposing I say 25% instead of that 35%, what would be the corresponding numbers? Here it will be 0.75 and there it will be 1.25. So you can see some pattern forming there. So keep in mind this point. To get SP, you multiply CP by a suitable number, and that suitable number is related to the profit or loss percentage given in the problem. Now let me show you how to find out CP from SP. For example, let SPB say 400 rupees, profit percentage say 25. Now the question is about finding CP. So to find out CP, let's assume CP. Now you write the basic equation, which is SP minus CP equal to profit. So here substitute whatever you know. This is 400, CP assumed to be X, And how do you find out absolute profit from profit percentage? You take so much percentage of 25 percentage of rather X. Now take X to the right side. Now this you can further simplify taking X inside. Yeah. So let me write this first and this later, just for convenience. And this on simplification, you can further write it as, say this on simplification, you will get 1.25 x. So 400 equal to 1.25x. This implies x is equal to 400 by 1.25. What was our x? This was CP. Now what is 400? SP. To find out CP from SP, you divide SP by 1.25. How do you get 1.25? That's related to the profit percentage given here, 25. If it is 25, you will write 1.25. If it is 35, what do you write? 1.35. So to get CP, you divide SP by a suitable number which is related to the profit percentage given. So previously, to find out SP, you multiplied CP by a suitable number. Here to find out CP, you're dividing SP by a suitable number. And you know how to write that suitable number here. Now let's look at the next case where you will have loss percentage. Use the same data, SP being 400, loss percentage. Let's use the same figure. Now for loss, as you know, CP is bigger than SP. This is the basic result. Now we are finding what? CP. SP given, loss percentage given. How to find out CP? Let CP be, say, X. Then you will write X here. SP given to be 400. And how do you get absolute loss? From the loss percentage, you take so much percentage of what? CP, which is assumed to be X. Take X to the left side. I mean, X is already there. This 25 by 100 X. So it will be minus. And 400 to the right side. This on simplification, this is nothing but 100 minus 25 by 100. You will get 0.75. So 0.75, then X 400. So X is equal to 400 by 0.75. So what do you observe here? What was X? X is CP. If you want, I'll write it again. CP equal to 400. 400 is what? SP. 0.75. See, in the previous case, to get CP, where it was a profit percentage, you divided 400 by 1.25. The same thing we do here. SP is divided by, but with a different number. Instead of 1.25, you have 0.75. As you know, 25% is the loss given. So 0.75. Supposing you had 40% loss here, this number would have been 0.6. So this number is again related to the loss percentage. In both the cases, you're dividing SP by a suitable number, which is related to the profit or loss percentage. If it is profit, 1.25. If it is loss, 0.75. How do you get 75? 100 minus 25. Then put a decimal here. If you memorize these 2 points and the one I showed you before, like to find out SP, you multiply CP. To find out CP, you divide SP. That's all you need to remember with a suitable number which is related to the profit or loss percentage given in the problem. If you memorize these 2 points, you will be able to tackle almost every problem in profit and loss. Maybe to help you memorize the 2 important points I have shown in this, let me recap. To get SP from CP, you multiply CP by a suitable number. That number is obviously related to the loss or profit percentage given in the problem. Now to get CP from SP, what do? You divide SP by a suitable number. Again, that number is related to the profit or loss percentage given in the problem. You memorize these 2 points, it will go a long way in helping you while tackling long and complicated problems. If there is any point you're unable to follow in my discussion on the basics of profit and loss, please raise it in your comments. I will address it there. See you guys in my next video where I'll help you with smart solutions to some problems. To begin with, I'll go through some simple problems. Then we will graduate to tougher and trickier problems. Bye for now.